welcome. I'm Gary.
And I'm Vonna.
And we're Fiber Talk. And we're here to help Caroline at Off the Grid Needlearts celebrate Flossmas 2019. We are. But we're really here to help her raise money for Muscular Dystrophy Canada. That's what we're really here to do. So thanks for checking in with us. And I will just iterate here, which is really a reiteration from what Caroline's done, but we've only iterated once this time, how to do it. So it's an iteration. Yeah, that's how that works. So if you want to give to the Muscular Dystrophy Canada thing that Caroline is raising, and here are my notes right here. See?
I got some too.
Yeah, because I sent them to you. That's why.
That's right.
So three ways. Count them, three ways to contribute. So you can go to Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy, is doing her auction. She does an auction every month for charity of some kind. So this month the auctions are for Muscular Dystrophy Canada as part of Caroline's Off the Grid Needlearts raising of money for Muscular Dystrophy Canada. So you can go there, and in the notes below, down there, I'll have all the links, and then of course Caroline at Off the Grid Needlearts has all the links everywhere. So I'll have a link to Bendy's video for how to do her auctions, because there are specific ways that you do her auctions, so you want to follow those instructions in order to do the bidding right. So Michelle did a video for how to do that. So if you've never done a Michelle Garrett auction, watch that video so you do it right, because you have to know when you bid, you have to notify the person before you that you bid. And if you don't do that, then things get all out of whack. So go do that, and then you can participate and buy. And Michelle has items at all levels. Each of her auctions, she'll have things that are lower priced and things that are mid-range and higher priced, so everybody can participate at whatever level they want to. So you can do that, and she has auctions going all the time. And if you follow Michelle on Instagram, she always posts pictures. So that's one way to give. And then Patty Break of 4 Boys and a NL Girl. Do you know them? I don't know.
I went and looked at the link. I don't know her, but no, I went and looked at the link, and I saw the design that she did. Okay,
so she did a design. 50% of the proceeds are being donated to this Muscular Dystrophy Canada. And then the third way is to simply give money directly to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. And Caroline, there was supposed to be a drop down in the donation thing, but that didn't work, according to Caroline's video on December 2. Is that what today is?
Yeah.
They didn't work, so now there's a link. So I'll put a link down there, and Caroline is doing the same thing. But then the other part is when you donate, you write to Caroline at evertote.com, and you have to use the subject heading, I donated to MDC, and then you'll be entered into a drawing for things from Evertote. I think most of it is going to be stuff she makes from Evertote. But you have to use that subject line, I donated to MDC, because that's how Caroline's going to identify those emails in the stream of emails she gets. So if you don't do that, you're not going to get into drawing. But anyway, that's another way, is to just simply donate to Muscular Dystrophy Canada direct, and then you can be in a drawing, but you will have sent your money directly there. So 3 ways, notes below for how to do that. And then, of course, on Caroline's Off the Grid Needlearts, she has directions everywhere for that. So that's the deal. Help her out. She and she also did a video about why she wants this to be Muscular Dystrophy Canada, and so I'll let you go watch that, because that explains why she cares and why it's important to her. So good for that. I think these things are cool. I do. So she asked us. After all of that, she asked us to do a video. So we're going to do that. Well, we're already, how many minutes into it? 6 minutes into it. We haven't even done what we're supposed to do. And I don't think she wanted it to be long, but when was the last time we did a short video?
Never.
Never, yeah. So buckle up. So what we're gonna do is our favorite things. We're stealing from Oprah, and it's going to be our favorite things, but they're all needlework oriented, and of course, because it's what we do, we're enabling you to spend your money on things.
Right.
Yes.
Stocking stuffers.
Yeah, because just about all these are stocking stuffer caliber.
Yeah. And can be homemade too.
Right. So
some of them.
That's our service. It's a service we provide
to you, free of charge.
Yeah. There's no charge. Completely on the house. Completely on the house. It's what we do. Okay, so we're going to just go through our little list. And the first one, Vonna.
Okay.
You get to start.
Right. Am I going all Vonna all the time?
Yes. Oh, yes, we're going to do that because we have that cool way of doing that.
Okay. So the big thing that I love is when I go out, I like to have a needle book, and this is my needle book. And you just make this is all homemade. I made this myself. And I have a page for every size needle that I might need when I'm out and about stitching. And so very easily made, tells me which one. And then in the back, okay, so I'm stitching on the Bristol sampler band. And so I load up a whole bunch of needles and they stick. I also have a needle minder in there, but they stick in there, and then I can just close it all up, and there's my book, my needle book. I love this.
Now, see, I had forgotten that little part of the trick because you made me a real nice book. Mm-hmm. So here's my needle book with my name on it. Yep. Mm-hmm. And I've just been keeping the needles in there, but I forgot about that little trick of keeping threaded needles in there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That gets changed tonight. Yep. Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah. See, here's mine.
And then,
I love it that, and this is, if you make your own, I just love the way that you have the needle sizes on here. Because I used to use, until you gave me this, I used to use these wooden tubes. And I would put the number on it. So that would be 6. So size 26. Right. But this book is so much more convenient because it's all together in one thing.
Well, it's flat, and you can just I like it. And it's just very easily, and a hint is that if you subscribe to Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, Vonna's going to be sometime soon. Okay, now then.
All right, so directions. Because Vonna does something in that magazine every month, how to finish something, and so that's coming up. All right.
Yeah, and that could be a stocking stuffer. A subscription to Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine.
There we go.
Okay, the next thing is that I put this inside this. So this is kind of like together. So it's a zipper pouch, an accessories pouch, and I made this too. But I like to keep, like the essential things that you need when you go somewhere stitching, like, scissors, and I have like a little magnetic needle case in here, and, just stuff like that you need. And this, funnily enough, will fit right down in there. And then I zip it all together, and away I go. So mine is not a stitching bag for all those people that are buying stuff for the stitching part. It's just an accessories bag, a little small accessories bag to keep all your stuff in.
Yep.
So
and here's mine. Same pattern, but different colors. More masculine. Yeah,
I was struggling to make yours masculine and not feminine.
But a really cool bike zipper
charm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But here's mine. Love it. And I think I just traveled here a week or so ago, and really the first time I got to use it for a legitimate trip. Wow. Mm-hmm. So handy because I was always just piling stuff in, and I just didn't really have a good system. And everything goes in here. Needles, scissors, everything right in here. It's fantastic.
Right.
Yep.
And I don't ever take them out. So I always leave my scissors that go to this case inside here.
Yes.
And then that way I never take them out. And so I know that when I'm leaving, I just go and I grab this bag and then I have everything that I need to go stitch in it. So.
Yep. That's exactly what I have. Everything in here but needles.
Right.
Because I use the needle book when I'm stitching here. But everything else is in here. So I can stick the needle book in there and go. And I know I have everything.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I always have this bag beside me and I have my needle book out, but
yeah,
I know that everything's in here that I need to stitch. So there you go.
You know, I was just thinking we could do like Karnak the Magnificent from Johnny Carson.
Oh yeah.
Right there. See, didn't I see? I have that, right?
You did do it. Yeah, you do have it right.
Yeah, I think we could do that. That would be a show. I think we might have to do a show. Karnak.
That's right.
Yeah.
Karnak.
So whatever. Okay, so my turn. Now these, I have talked about these many times. Mike, it's the business is it's Mike's turn.
Yeah.
And Mike is the guy who does the woodworking, and the turn is for turning on a lathe, I'm sure. But he makes all kinds of needlework oriented items. And my favorite is the Ort bowls. And he uses the strangest, most exotic woods, stuff you didn't even know was a wood. And he makes these beautiful things. And I'm a real sucker for beautifully finished wood. To me, there's nothing like beautifully finished wood with a skilled hand. And so this is orange wood, Ort bowl, and you can see some Orts in there that Mike made. And he's on Etsy, and I've put links up before. It's Mike's turn. But you can just see how beautifully finished that is. And it's all one piece of wood, and he lathe and however he does it and cuts it all out. So there's no seams. It's one piece of wood, all hollowed out, hand finished, just beautiful. And then this one I just got this year, because I just thought it's amazing. That's ash.
That's beautiful.
That's ash wood. Is it ash? No. What is it? Oh, I hate that. Anyway, he put ash on it and he's treated the wood. That's not its normal color to make it black like that. I just think that's just gorgeous. It's Mike's turn, yeah. And see, you can see there's the raw wood there. And so, yeah. So it's Mike's turn, and he does a whole bunch of them, and then in the fall, he'll have them all available. And now just has a few things left, and I don't know how often he replenishes, but I'm sure he'd be happy to have pre-orders too. But just some of the most beautiful work I've ever seen anywhere. I think it's fantastic. So that's my one.
Okay.
And of course, we talked about on the Wednesday show. It's ridiculous. I have these two, and the Sassy Jacks Ort bowl. I have all three Ort bowls lined up. Yeah, whatever. Excessive ridiculousness. Yes.
Okay, my next thing, is it my turn?
Well, let's see. You, then me, then be you. Yep.
Okay. So I cannot stitch without needle minders. And my most favorite needle minders are Fiber Talk needle minders.
There we go. Yep.
So,
be careful of those magnets.
Right? I know, they are strong. That's why I like them. But anyways, Fiber Talk are my favorite needle minders right there.
Yep.
And also the close second is Stitchy Dot needle minders. This is the one we got from Sassy Jacks.
Yeah.
But I love these because they're flat and they're strong. I love these are my favorite, absolute favorite, these. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a part of Fiber Talk. I love these because they're strong and they're flat. And this one, I love this one because I load up a whole bunch of needles with thread and stick them all on here. And then when I'm stitching, I have both of these on there. If you notice, like on Instagram, I always have both of these on, and that's because I actually do use them. And then when I'm stitching and I stop, I put the needle that I'm stitching with on this one, and then all my loaded up needles on this one.
Oh, look at your little system.
I know, right?
Wow.
And then I do use these quite a bit on my magnetic board or on my stitching, but I really do like these too. Not as strong as Fiber Talks, but a close second. Okay, needle minders.
Okay.
Cheap, inexpensive stocking stuffers.
Yep. Available at the shop page at wetalkfiber.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get yourself one today.
We have them available, yes. All right, my next favorite thing is these Dovo scissors that I have. I just think they're fantastic.
Yeah, they are fantastic.
Tiny little needle, smooth as silk, sharp as the whole bit. Now these
are those expensive?
Yeah,
they're okay. That's what I thought.
They're pricey little gems, but built to last forever. So yeah, I have those, and then I have these. I forget what the name is. Premates or something. I don't know.
Oh, Premax.
Yeah, those are also, but expensive. But
Premax is expensive too.
Yeah. I paid $50 for these suckers. Yeah, but they're so nice. So those scissors, good scissors. But then these Vonna found, and I have a pair that I got a long time ago from Ilka Cochran at Naval Figureworthies that I got that are straight. But these Vonna found, these are the ones. Right there, because they're curved. See the curve?
Yep.
Yep. They are curved. And they work like this. And they're curved. So you can get right down. You can get right down next to the canvas and snip.
I know.
And these are some medical supply, right? Artman.
They're a medical supply company. You get 3 for like $20 on Amazon.
Yeah.
If you just put like medical snips on Amazon, that's what I did. And they come up. About 3 for $20 is the rate.
Yeah. Artman, Artman, Artman Instruments. Artmaninstruments.com. These little babies right here. That curve is all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right there, because you can see. Here, I'll put it right on my front. It doesn't show there. You can see how that gets right down close.
Yeah.
So, and on my with the Queen sampler and the banding, where I'm finishing on the front, then I can get right down there, and with that curve, I don't have to worry about snipping something that I shouldn't be snipping.
I know. I use them for that too.
So we say, well played, Vonna.
Well played.
All right.
Boy.
Let's see. Oh. You're next.
Okay. My next thing is, and funny enough that I saw today when I was looking up like where to find these so we could tell you, Mary Corbett also uses these. Did you know that?
Oh, you are too cool for the room.
I know. Me and Mary Corbett, best friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Titus Ticks? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Titus Ticks, yeah. Okay, this is a micro needle threader. Mine is a little sheep, and it's by Puffin and Company. And the people that make this company employs underprivileged women and children in a foreign country. I don't know which one, but that's what they do. And that's who makes these, are underprivileged women and children. And Puffin and Company is the name, and it's a micro needle threader. See how tiny that is? Goes right in 28 count needles.
Yeah, I was going to say beading needles too, I'll bet.
Oh, yeah. It's tiny, 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 tiny hook. They've got a regular one, just a needle threader, but this one is the micro needle threader. About $10 is what you'll pay for this, and it's worth every penny.
I may have to be getting myself one of them. Mm-hmm.
You don't have one?
Nope.
Maybe Santa Claus will bring you one.
Yeah, I'm not cool like you. Nope. So, okay, well, that's a good one there. Micro needle threader.
Yep.
And that Puffin, yeah, they have good stuff. I have a couple of their needle minders. I did not know that they employ people. That's good.
Yeah.
So that's worth supporting. Yeah.
Yeah. It might be men and women and children, but I know that it's for certain it's underprivileged people, like they're helping people.
So
have jobs.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, mine is Peacemaker needles. Now, if to have a visual, I would show you needles. There you go. Those are Peacemaker
Mm-hmm.
needles. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
there's a couple of no, those are all Peacemaker 28s, and I know
Mm-hmm.
that. I know that because there's a 28 at the bottom of the thing. See,
I know.
it's like somebody had a plan.
Really.
But I will say, and this is Vonna again doing this to me. I was using Bowen, and then I switched to Tulip because Mary Corbett. And then Vonna said, try Peacemaker. And I did because you sent me some. And
They were in your needle book. Two
they
different
were,
boxes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in my needle book. Still are in my needle book. But got to say, I really have become a fan. Because as
I know.
like you said, it's got a better eye on it. And yeah, I've become a fan of the Peacemaker needle and will be buying a quantity of them.
They are fabulous needles. I don't know. I've been saying this for years, and now they're getting more attention because you've said something. But they are fabulous needles. I am not kidding. They are excellent, excellent needles.
Really have come to like them. And yeah, smooth. The eye is smooth, and it has a nice eye, nice shape. Opens up the hole just perfectly. Really a fan. Yep. So Peacemaker needles. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next. Well, Hardwick Manor hoops.
There we go.
How could you not have a Hardwick Manor hoop in your arsenal of goods? I don't know. Because these are fantastic. I like the larger one, the larger width ones. This is 5/8, I think, or maybe 7/8 of an inch. Anyways, you hold it. It fits really nice in your hand. I like to stitch two-handed, Gary. We know that.
We've heard talk. We've heard talk. Yep.
And this is a 9-inch one. And, if you balance it just right, you can look
at you.
Yeah, you can if there's the linens in here, it's easier. But if you can balance it, I can balance it against my chest and then go, Hardwick Manor hoops. They have this little symbol on them, most of them.
That's a good trick. That's a good trick.
Yeah, you can put it like this and then show you my stand, because this is the next thing and I know we have beaten a dead horse with this, but this has been a real life changer for me. I love this thing, the Hardwick Manor stand.
Yeah.
Seat
I like
stand,
mine too, yeah.
Fanny stand, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
But that's what it is. And I love it. This has been a real game changer for me. And then here's a Puffin and Company needle minder. FYI. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, and we and every time we show hoops, then the question comes up: what's the white stuff? Cotton twill tape.
Mm-hmm.
Cotton twill tape. Mary Corbett has a lesson for how to do it. Cotton twill tape. Yep, right there. Oh, there it goes. Yep. Just wrap it around, and that helps you get good tension and keep it.
And Gary's tip, if you're a follower of Fiber Talk and listen to us, which why would you not? But
think about that.
I know. Think about that hard. Anyways, the screwdriver, that was show that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a long one. Mine's just the shorty.
I couldn't find a short one at the Home Depot, so I bought the long one. But yeah, that's, people say I can't get my hoop tight. That's what that screw slot is for.
Yeah.
Right there? That's what that's for.
Yeah.
Put a screwdriver in there and crank down on that thing. You won't hurt it. Hardwick Manor things, they're built like tanks. You won't hurt it. Crank it down and make it tight. So get your tension in, then crank it down, and then add some more tension, and you'll get your cloth so it's just nice and firm. And then crank this thing right down with a screwdriver, and it will stay there. If you've wrapped it and you crank it down, it will stay there.
Yeah.
And I still think we can do romper room.
Yeah, I
I
see
see
Gary.
Bobby and Vonna. Yeah. So to me, those two things, screwdriver and then wrapping the hoop, changed the hoop game.
Yeah.
And because
Yeah, it did.
I like wood hoops. I don't like the plastic hoops. Never have.
I don't either.
Yeah.
No.
Wood hoop, good quality wood hoop. These are all finished real nice, wrapped, screwdriver, stitch forever.
Right.
Yes. Okay. I'm next.
Yep.
Yes. Because there are only two of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I have two books that I'm always looking to expand the technique thing. I like to try different things. So two books that I recommend. One is if you're at all interested in hardanger, Early Style Hardanger by Yvette Stanton. This book, any of Yvette, I keep saying Yvette, any of Yvette's books are superb. They're all superb. She has a whole bunch of them on different techniques. But if you can't figure out how to do hardanger with charts and diagrams like that, just don't try. I mean, the whole book is full of them. Every technique, how to begin, how to end, how to do clusters, the whole bit. Just beautifully done. And there's a few projects in here. They're not project books, they're how-to books. And she has some projects, small, medium, and large. Like here's a biscornu. Beautiful little thing that she does. And but I just think it's just an excellent book. And this is early style. So she went back to the origins of hardanger and did a book based on that. So this is Early Style Hardanger, Yvette Stanton, and she's been on the show. She's done a show with us in the past, and have her lined up early in 2020 to do another one because she's always got something going on. And then in the back for all the projects, then is a separate pattern sheet. So yeah, these are good. Her books are so good, every one of them, and she has a bunch of them. Then the other one that I wanted to talk about is Alison Cole's Goldwork Master Class, and she just did a show with us not too long ago when this book was introduced. And if you're at all interested in goldwork, and goldwork is on my horizon, I want to learn how to do goldwork. Again, just a superb book. Now this one, she put a lot of history in and some projects, but also excellent instruction. And the title Master Class immediately made me think at the time, this is really ultra advanced stuff. And it's not. It's not. It's the whole shot. It'll take you from beginning, like how to deal with the thread, how to put things in slate frames or whatever you want to do. She takes you from scratch to advanced in this book. Fabrics, she talks about fabrics, just all kinds of things. And it takes you through the whole thing so that you're doing, at the end, you should have enough ability to do these kinds of things. And just a marvelous book, extremely talented lady. And so if you're looking at books as stocking stuffer things, that's my other favorite of the year is Alison Cole's Goldwork Master Class. So both of those, Yvette Stanton's early style hardanger and the Master Class. If you want to expand your horizons a little bit, Goldwork and hardanger right there those books will get it done for you.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, my last one. I was thinking, I don't have anything here. My last thing I can't show you, but it is I can't stitch without this. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, small count. I can't stitch without it.
Right.
And it's the Bright Tech LED floor lamp. You can get it from Bright Tech. They don't sell them in stores. They're either from the company online or on Amazon. I get mine on Amazon, but they're sold by Bright Tech on Amazon. Yeah. And it is a floor lamp. This is why I like it. Okay, it has a goose neck, right? But what I like about it is there's also a screw knob on the gooseneck thing, and that makes it adjustable by height too. So that way, when you pull the gooseneck down, you can get your, magnifying glass at the very perfect level to see through the work, whether you're short or you're tall or whatever. And the magnifying glass itself is like 8 inches around. I mean, it's long, it's big. And that's so you have a big field of view that you can see through that. It also comes in 2 different magnifying diopters, which equals out, I think it's like one's a 300 diopter, which is about 2.5 on your whatever, on your cheaters. And then it has a 5 diopter. I have both of them. The 5 diopter is maybe a little bit overkill for me, but when I was working on the queen and we were doing, I was doing the spiral trellis stitch, I couldn't see the stitches well enough. And so I bought it just because I thought I'm going blind. I can't see anything. So I bought that one, and it is very powerful. If you have any problem seeing using that, I would be shocked, because the LED is around the magnifying lens and directs all the light down to your work. I love Bright Tech LED. I have 2 of them, and I will never, ever buy another different floor lamp ever again. It's always going to be Bright Tech. I would say I have used what's that big, fancy, expensive one that's like $800, $900 for,
Don't know.
It's a big, fancy, oh God, Dazer. The Dazer lights. They are very expensive. And I have used one. It wasn't mine, but I used somebody's just to see what it was like. And I think Bright Tech for $100 is right along the same par as Dazer. So there you go. Bright Tech LED. If you want to link to my Amazon, what the exact one I purchased, go to my blog, The Twisted Stitcher, and under, I think it's under Needfolds. It's one of the tabs at the top, and it has a link to the exact one I bought.
Yes.
So there you go.
They're very nice. They work.
You have one too, right?
I do. Well built, work well.
Yeah.
Good magnification, good lighting.
Yes.
Good lighting. That's almost as important as the magnification, if not more important. Excellent lighting, nice and even. Yeah. Yep.
And the company will, like, my friend bought one, and her gooseneck didn't goose or something. It didn't like stay upright. I don't know what was
I hate when your
it.
gooseneck doesn't goose. I hate that.
But she had no problem returning it. The company worked with her and got her a brand new one. And so.
Yep. Good one.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. My last one, and then we have one that's together. Mm-hmm. My last one is the Halo power box. The what is that called? The 58830 Halo power box. And this is a battery backup deal. Battery backup, and hold it so the light. So you can do 2 USBs, and it'll even charge. It'll actually charge a car. You can, and it comes with clamps for the battery, and you can actually charge a car. And more than one person has said they've actually done it, and it works. But 2 USB, and then the cool thing is on the end is a regular power receptacle. So you can take this to a stitching event with your tabletop light magnifier and plug that in, because so many people now, you have to bring your own power source, and because they don't want to run cords all over the floors with power strips. So this thing will sit right there, and it goes forever. The power it goes forever. A little heavy, as you can imagine, but worth it in my opinion. And it's just powerful.
Yeah.
And well built, and because you have one too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Big fan of it. Big fan of.
Yeah.
The
only reason I have it is because Gary told me to get it, and then I got one, and mine was broken, because we took it to Sassy Jackson. He was like all lit up and working, and mine was broken. But I returned it and got another one. So, and it is right. Now, I will say that an LED lamp is powered for longer than a non-LED lamp because I did a non-LED lamp at the last retreat I went to, and it lasted maybe 5 hours. So,
but even that, if you can get 5 hours out of fluorescent lamp,
yeah,
imagine. You know, I mean, I've yet to burn this thing down with the LED lamp.
Yeah.
Yet to. It's amazing.
And when we were at Sassy Jack's, both me and Gene Lee were charging our phones off Gary's battery pack.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yep. No, very good. The Halo 58830. I think that's right. AC/DC. Yeah, 58830 AC/DC bolt thing. Can get them on Amazon. What can't you get on Amazon? I think just terrific. Now, I will say, you know, the question always comes up with these things, traveling with them. You can, I've done it many times already. You can put them in your carry-on, and they don't even flinch. There's no big deal. You absolutely cannot put it in your checked luggage.
No. Oh, you can't.
No. No.
Okay, now then, I want to show them that the other end is a flashlight.
Yes.
Because when we were at Sassy Jack's, I blinded Gary. Yeah.
Yes, you did, because it's bright. Yep.
Yeah, it is bright.
Yeah. But, yeah, you can't put them in your checked luggage. So make sure you note that, because I'm pretty sure that the people who inspect the checked luggage, that will disappear. Not because somebody steals it, but because it can't go in the cargo hold. So you have to put it in your carry-on stuff. So that for some, that might make it a little heavy because it's not light, but you may flinch at that. But the power it provides is fantastic.
Yeah. Let's say you have one and you keep it, and it keeps it charged even after it's charged up and you unplug it. It holds a charge for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And you know, you have a hurricane or a tornado or a bad windstorm or whatever. You don't have to worry. You can keep on stitching because you got a halo bolt to power your lamp. So,
and you know, just another thing, and of course, sorry, Caroline, you know, yeah, we don't know how to do short ones. But another thing I will say about this, one thing that if you're traveling that these days you have to be careful of is plugging in to airport charging stations. Be careful, because there's been more than one instance where those things will get into your phone and download your data because somebody's
I agree with that. So yeah, there you go. Get you a Halo bolt for just security purposes too.
And that's, so I don't, now at airports I used to plug in, I don't anymore. I use this thing and plug in to charge up because it's risky. And the other thing that I've learned is do not borrow charging cables from other people, because there are charging cables that now have electronics in one end or the other that will get into your phone and steal your data.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, do people not have any? Do they have so much time on their hands they have to think up this stuff?
Apparently.
They need to pick up a needle and start cross stitching.
Yep. Apparently. So you know, a double whammy for these kinds of backup batteries, and there are others that are smaller, but they don't last as long. But just to protect your data, we have so much in our phones anymore. Be careful where you plug in, because now see, like even in hotel rooms, I'll plug my charger into the wall and charge, but I will not plug into the USB ports on the radio or on the lamp stand. I don't do that anymore, because you don't know what's in there. How many people have been in that room and you don't know what's in those? So I don't use them anymore. I use this or my own charging cubicle into a wall receptacle.
Huh.
Got to be careful.
Okay.
Gotta be careful. Okay, last thing is we both have and we're both talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Case Creation floor stand.
Yeah.
I have one that was given to me. Love it. I think, and I've wanted the System 4, which is, you know, is the Cadillac, and I've seen a couple people, and I just decided I was happy with my Case Creation. I just think they're a terrific design. sturdy, well built, hold up well. Big fan of it. And then you got one.
Yeah, because I have the Needlework System 4 and I loved it. And I used it I bought it when Ellie was 2 years old and I used it for 12 years and I loved it. And I still love it. But the case creation is, I don't know. Why did I want another one? I don't even know. Oh, I know why. Because the queen was so long that it did not fit in my Needlework System 4.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't hold it. I had the Q-snap head and not the clamp, the needle point clamp one.
Right.
And to buy the needlepoint clamp one, I mean, that's significant money to get to for the Needlework System 4. And I thought, well, you know, I could get this case creation for a little more money than what the needlework clamp head was but you know, so why wouldn't I want a whole new stand versus just one needlework clamp head? So I talked to Gary about it because I was thinking about getting a Lowry's stand. And then Gary told me and showed me his case creation and I got it. And I will say, hands down, that's the best floor stand. And believe me, people, I've got a lot of them. I know I can thoroughly validate this as being truthful. The case creation is the best stand, hands down, floor stand that I own. And I own.
Yeah, you have a small garage for them. Yes.
Yeah, I own a lot of them.
Yeah.
So hands down, best floor stand ever.
Yeah, you've been completely happy with it since you got it. Yep, no complaints.
The only thing.
Oh, here comes the complaint.
No, it's not a complaint. The only thing that I think, and you told me this, and it's true. The case, and I mean it's true of a lot of things. The case creation has a flat base, and it's heavy, and Gary told me that he had like a plate made to hold on it to keep it, you know, to weight it down.
Yeah.
And it holds on small things, no problem. But Sarah B was 30 inches long and heavy, and it had a tendency to tip when I swung the arm out. So I put one 10-pound hand weight on it, just a dumbbell from that we had laying around, and I put it on there, and it is like fantastic.
Yep. Yeah, I just had a piece of steel plate out in the garage, and so I just put it on there because when I use it, I have the plate here, the stand here, and then the needlework goes out the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it goes out the other way, so the weight is pulling against the base.
Right.
Because I have the base under my table and I have the needlework outside of it. So that tended to want to tilt. So I just put the weight on there and I don't have any problem. But that steel plate will slide under a chair, a recliner, because it's real thin. And then if you're using it in a U shape, so that the needlework and the plate are going in the same direction, I can't seem to get in the camera, then they work with each other and that doesn't go anywhere. But that is one of the pluses, is that plate is what, 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch steel?
It's it's very small.
Yeah.
And but it's heavy too.
Right.
And it slides underneath everything. But I use it with a dumbbell because I like, if this is my chair, I have my needlework, the arm, pull up and down, and I have it out this way. So that's why, because I don't know why. That's just how I did it. And I like it. It's side loading. You can put your legs up. You can lay down, whatever. But hands down, the best stand ever. And if I was a millionaire, I'd say, and there's one for you, and you, you all get needle case creation, needlework stands, woohoo! But I'm not a millionaire, so you'll have to go buy your own.
Now, there's only one problem with this whole list of things.
What?
We had to buy all of them.
We did. And if I bought it, you had to buy it, or
Right.
if you bought it, I had to buy it.
Yeah, we're not helping each other here. No, we're not helping each other. But yeah, if you think for a minute we got any of these free, yeah, paid for every one of them, full boat. Yep.
Yeah.
So, but still, we like them, every one of them. But yeah,
Every one of them.
It's not hard to tell that we're dangerous to each other. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I just bought a chart last night because somebody else bought it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't need the chart, but I like it.
Yeah, why not?
Vonna had it. I bought it.
That's
it's terrible. Right. Okay, that's it. Probably about 3 times longer than Caroline was looking for, but sorry. So happy Flossmas to everybody. And notes below it or on Caroline's across Off the Grid Needlearts, give money to Muscular Dystrophy Canada to help this cause out.
That's right. And if you're not a subscriber of Fiber Talk, click our box.
Right. Yes. Subscribe, click the bell. Then you'll get notified when we do our Friday night live shows. You'll get notified when we do the Wednesdays shows, the Sunday shows, our upcoming beginner starter series, all of it. So subscribe, wetalkfiber.com, subscribe there. Then you'll get an email. And we don't sell your names because I don't have enough time to do what we do, let alone go selling email names. That's not happening. So, wetalkfiber.com, and there we have it.
Okay. Merry Christmas.